Hey, what's up? It's Demi, and the topic that I picked for today is how to look better in photos. Now, I think the first thing that you have to understand it's very uncommon for someone that doesn't put himself in this situation of having their picture taken multiple times a week or a month or even a day. It's pretty eerie to look at yourself because number one is you always tend to look at yourself in a certain mirror image, so it's like a skewed version of reality. You never see yourself really the way you actually look to other people. And then the other thing is angles, right? Like you look at yourself, you tend to look at yourself in a way that you look most attractive. You tend to pose a certain way, you tend to, stand in a certain light, and you're used to it. And then when you see yourself in a picture, for example, you are not sure because you don't see the way you pose the whole time. You're not sure how to pose and how to look and what looks good on you, right? So a lot of people have this problem actually, and they just go by calling themselves unphotogenic, when in reality that sounds like unphotogenic. What does it sound like? It sounds like you are missing something, right? It sounds like you have some sort of limitation inside yourself, or like something that you were born with, basically. If you look at models, for example, as a job, right? Modeling is a job. People get paid lots of money for this. What does that mean? There's good and bad models. They had to learn the skill of modeling, like, and if you just think about it, like you wouldn't just assume that you could be a professional soccer player starting tomorrow, right? Like if you just start and someone gives you money for playing soccer, you wouldn't assume that you're going to be good at it if you've never done it before or if you haven't done it regularly. So why would you assume that you look good on camera if you don't do it regularly? Think about that. Yeah, models are getting paid for it, so they know how to pose, they know what to do, they know how they look. They have to learn the skill of being photographed. I can, for example, tell you this from shooting with professional models for example, for like a clothing line, right? So if you were just warming up with a model, you wouldn't shoot the best outfit that you have in the beginning. Actually, you would start with the one that you like the least, the one where you go, if we lose this one, it's not going to be that horrible, or it's not going to be the worst, right? Because you want to get to know each other. You want her to warm up. You want to warm up as a photographer. And again, if you take that little story that I just said and take the core out of it, it means that you actually have to warm up for it. It's not something that you can switch on, switch off, and it's just there, or something that someone has or someone does not have. It's simply about repetition and time that you put in being photographed. It sounds ridiculous, but it's actually true. So how can you apply that for the next time? For example, if you are going to a new city, if there's a big trip planned and you want your picture taken at a certain point, maybe you want to gain some followers on Instagram or something like that. If you go to the city and you're with a friend, let's say, and he's going to take your picture or she's going to take your picture in front of the Eiffel Tower. Maybe you're in Paris. Make sure that you, as soon as you get up, as soon as you make breakfast, as soon as you have coffee, take out the camera the entire time and start taking pictures of each other. Start taking pictures. Take pictures all day. Basically, never stop taking pictures. And then you get on the tram, you go to the place, you take pictures there. Usually, what I mean by this is you have to train your system that it's absolutely normal to have your picture taken. Plus, another thing is, if you take a bunch of pictures and you look them through, like when you have a second, you will see the kind of movements that you do that kind of fit you, that kind of portray you as a person, who you really are. And then try to learn those and mimic those, and get better at always creating that same look. Yeah, and then, like I was saying, you were at the tram, you take a bunch of pictures, and then you happen to be at the Eiffel Tower, and it's just going to be another picture. It's not going to be the big picture, the this is why we're here picture, which takes a lot of the pressure off the whole situation, and I can almost guarantee you that the picture is going to be way better than if you just went there, and then stood in front of the Eiffel Tower and then you had your picture taken. All right? this is it for the tip that I had to share. Let me know what you guys think, and stay tuned for some more.